Guys, welcome back to Coach Lemons Rankings Part 2. It's going to be 16 teams in NFL. If you're looking for the bottom 16, that will be in Part 1, which should be in a link at the top of your screen somewhere around now. And yeah, so you can go ahead and watch this one, or you can watch that one and then watch this one, or you can just watch this one. Just do whatever you want. You won't miss anything. I'm not gonna. I don't know. You'll miss what my bottom 16 are, but other than that, I mean, you're not gonna be lost during this one. Next up, or first up, or the picture here. I swear. There we go. So at number 16, the first team we're gonna talk about in this video are the Carolina Panthers, and yes, they lost, but they only lost by 2 to the Chiefs. And again, you're gonna be thinking, why did the Panthers not move down because they lost? And I just said it. They only lost by 2 to possibly the best team in the league, depending on who you ask. And then you might also be wondering, well, why didn't they move up more than 1 then? And that's because Christian McCaffrey is expected not to play this weekend against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so that holds them back. But I mean, Teddy Bridgewater this passing game, their defense definitely, they all looked really, really good. And yes, if Christian McCaffrey was healthy, which right now he's questionable, but he's expected not to play. So if they were better, it'd definitely be 13-12, definitely up there. But they're 3-6, and yeah, entering the top 15, which doesn't mean much, but still it's something. We had the Browns, had a bye week. Yeah, I think they took Baker Mayfield off the COVID list, if he was even on there, I'm not sure. I heard someone say something about that, but right now he's not questionable or even out or anything. I don't know. They had a bye week, so can't really say much. They moved down one that was just because of all the teams moving around them. Yeah. Next up, we have the Las Vegas Raiders, who held on to beat the Chargers 31-26. Thought they lost there, but nope, they managed to hold on. Thought Justin Herbert threw what looked to be a touchdown pass, but then no, turned out it was dropped. It's heartbreaking stuff. But the Raiders, it's not heartbreaking for the Raiders. They got the win. But the Raiders are 5-3, looking pretty good, that offense. Josh Jacobs having another really good year. I think he's going to definitely be a force in this league as the years progress and he develops. The Raiders looking pretty well. They got the win. Their offense looked good. Their defense, I mean, they did about as good as you can whenever you're playing up against the great offense that the Chargers have. Surmount. I don't know. Let's go to 13 before I embarrass myself even more. In 13, we have, as soon as it loads, we have the 49ers. Much. They lost pretty badly to the Packers, which is kind of what we expected. They're still injured like heck. Jimmy Garoppolo they didn't have. They really should have moved down. I can believe Jimmy Garoppolo was injured. Who cares? They're 13. Let's ignore them. The 49ers, they don't exist in my power rankings. Okay. I completely forgot that Jimmy Garoppolo was injured. That's the Los Angeles Rams. Did they have a bye week? Yes, they had a bye week. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they had a bye week. I'm just going to say it right now. They had a bye week. If they didn't, I forgot. But the Rams, they had a bye week. Can't really say much. They moved down 1 again because of teams moving around them. So, yes, the Rams dropped down 1. Let's move on to just outside of the top 10. We just blew by those 5 teams. Sorry about that. If you're like a 49ers fan and we're like, oh my God, he has him at 13, and then heard, oh, I just completely forgot that Jimmy Garoppolo was injured, you're probably pretty mad at me right now, but I'm sorry. Hey, at least you got, a 49ers player making a cameo in here. At 11th, we have the Colts. Move up 1 because their defense did a number on the Ravens. Yes, they lost 24-10. Their offense did not look very good, but again, their offense has looked very inconsistent throughout this season. Also, their okay. Let's talk about their defense. Like I was starting to talk about, the defense only held Lamar Jackson and this Ravens offense that looked explosive last year to 24 points. They were actually, it was a pretty good game there by the defense. The Colts definitely have one of the better defenses in the league. I think they played about as well as I thought they would. Their defense looked better. Their offense did kind of underperform. If their offense had played about as well as I thought they would have, they definitely would move up by 2. They'd be in the top 10, but no, their offense underperformed in my opinion, so they are at 11. So the Colts still looking pretty good. They're 5-3 and ready to make a run at the AFC South in this AFC. Next up, we have Arizona Cardinals. They dropped down 1 because they lost to the Dolphins, who are admittedly very, very good right now. They are 5-3. The Dolphins are. So are the Cardinals. Dolphins, they've been looking very good. So I'm not going to fault them too badly. They did underperform, in my opinion. I did think they had a strong chance at winning the game, but nope, they didn't. And they lost. So their offense underperformed, in my opinion. They didn't underperform badly. I just think, the Dolphins got the better of them. And yeah, they're 5-3. They're still doing pretty well. They're still second in the NFC West, which is a very, very division. So that alone should, get them pretty high. Next up, at 9. Just clicked. And now, after 18 hours of waiting, we have computer's not very good, and every single time I record a video, it gets worse and worse and worse. Anyway, Buccaneers are 6-3. Went out there. Oh, that was disgusting. They lost 48-3. Oh, disgusting. I mean, come on. They look terrible. Just they look horrendous. I'm not gonna jump down too far. I'm not gonna overreact from on 4. And yeah, they really. I mean, if they play the same way next week, they could see a like digits, which we haven't seen in a few weeks. We could see them drop down by 10. Who knows? Entering the top 8, which is where you want your team to be, we have the Baltimore Ravens, who dropped down 2 because, like I was talking about with the Colts, their offense did not play very well. Their defense played great in the second half, not so good in the first half. They allowed 10 points, which, again, is not bad. I mean, allowing 10 points in the first half isn't bad, but it's definitely they didn't overperform, okay? But right now what we're seeing in the Ravens, they have a really good defense, and they have a pretty, I mean, the offense isn't bad, okay? I mean, obviously you have Lamar Jackson, you have a lot of talent on offense, but still it's not playing nearly as well as it did last year. And a really good defense and a pretty bad offense. Does that remind you of any team? Oh yeah, man, I can't think the Beatles. Oh yeah, definitely the Beatles. Sorry, obviously I'm talking about the Bears. Of kind of the same situation as the Ravens, just the defense and offense are much better than the Bears. We have the Saints somehow only move up 1 despite the fact they completely. I mean, they put the freaking Buccaneers in a blender, threw them on the ground, and stomped on them and grinded them into the dirt. The Saints are 6-2, and they are first in the NFC South for good reason. They played very, very well in this game. The Saints looking pretty well. They jump up. Really stood out to me in this game. Their offense played about as well as I thought they would. They got Michael Thomas back, and he was a pretty big part in this game. That's why they don't move up too much, but their defense definitely played lights out. And to move up whenever you have the 6th above them that they have. So, yeah, they managed to move up the Saints. About it. Next up, number 6, we have 2 first in the AFC East. I present to you the Bills. That was about right on time. Who move up 4? They were kind of on a rough stretch there. They were, in my opinion, I've said it in past videos, I thought they were getting slightly worse with every week. And they go out there and they beat the Seahawks by 10. I thought this would be the week where they completely imploded on themselves. Nope, they went out there the exact opposite. They show that they've still got it. They are definitely still contenders in the AFC. They are 7-2. They are first in the AFC East, and they are ready to roll. So the Bills, they jump up by 4. Their offense is looking spectacular. The top 5 in the edition. I don't know how to say that. We have the Green Bay Packers, who went out there and they beat all over the 49ers again. Not much different than what I expected. So they stay kind of around the same place. Moved down 1. Had a lot to do with the fact that teams around them moved. Yeah. Next up at number 4. I hate this. When I first started making videos, I would click. They jump up by 3. They got a pretty good win against the Bears. I was really scared that they were going to lose this game, but they did. They are ready to roll. I mean, a lot of people criticized their passing game last year. I'm not hearing them anymore this year. Oh yeah, it's because they are playing really, really well. I keep on doing really I'll move. I'm doing really to like emphasize points. I'm like, y'all can't see that, which is why eventually, if I do get big and I get actual money, I would like my mouse, but my mouse won't let me. In like the bottom left corner, I put like myself. Right, top 3 with the bronze medal. As per usual in the top 3, we have the Seahawks. Just outside of that precious top 2, the Seahawks, they didn't move, and that's just because they are so good. Yes, they lost to the Bills by 10 points, but the Bills looked amazing, and they did manage to score 34 points on that really tough Bills defense. And I think